Here's how most people invest. They max out their 401k, they throw some money into index funds, maybe they buy a few stocks, maybe some crypto. They watch the market go up and they watch the market go down, and they hope that 30 years from now, the number is big enough to retire on. And honestly, it's a terrible plan. And it's not how wealthy people invest. Here's how the top 1% actually build wealth. They own cash flowing assets managed by professionals. They put their money into private deals that produce income every single month. They use leverage, tax advantages, and professional operators to build wealth in ways that most people have never even been introduced to. And here's the part that might surprise you. The gap between how most people invest and how wealthy people invest is not talent, it's not luck, it's not even how much money you start with. It's knowledge and it's access. And today, I'm gonna give you both. By the end of this video, you're gonna understand exactly how the wealthy build wealth and how you can access the same exact strategy starting right now. Let's get into it. If we haven't met yet, my name is Adam Williams. I'm the founder and CEO of Elevest Capital, private equity firm based in Scottsdale, Arizona. Last year alone, we completed over $200 million in multifamily transactions, and we added over 1,300 units to our portfolio. I've spent over 20 years building wealth through real estate, first for myself, then alongside investors who trust us with their capital. The strategy I'm about to walk you through is exactly what we do, and it's available to more people than most realize. Let's start here. When researchers look at how genuinely wealthy people, not just high earners, but people who have actually built lasting wealth, actually invest their money, the picture looks almost nothing like what's sold to the average person. They're not day trading, they're not picking stocks, they're not sitting in front of a screen watching the market, they're owning things. Specifically, they own cash flowing assets, real businesses, real property, private deals that produce income whether the stock market goes up or whether it goes down. And the way they do this is through private equity. They pool their capital with other sophisticated investors and professional operators who find the deals, manage the assets, and distribute the income. Think about the largest family offices in the country, the ones managing generational wealth. A massive portion of their portfolios are in private real estate, private credit, and private equity, not publicly traded stocks. Their investments are heavily weighted in private deals. Why? Because private investments offer something public markets just can't. Real cash flow, real tax efficiency, real assets that produce income tied to something tangible. The wealthy figured this out a long time ago, and most people were just never shown this. So if this strategy is so powerful, why doesn't everyone do it? There are 3 reasons. First, they just don't know it exists. Passive private investing doesn't get advertised on television. It doesn't come up in a conversation with your HR rep when you're filling out your 401k enrollment form. It lives in a world that most people never get introduced to unless they know the right people. Second, they think they don't qualify. To invest in most private real estate deals, you need to be what's called an accredited investor. Here's what that actually means, and it's simpler than it sounds. You qualify as an accredited investor if you earn over $200,000 a year as an individual or $300,000 combined with a spouse in each of the last 2 years, or if your net worth is over $1 million, not including your primary residence. That's it. If you're a doctor, an attorney, a business owner, a senior executive, or anyone who's built a meaningful income or savings over time, there's a real chance you already qualify. And a lot of people who qualify have no idea this world is available to them. Third, they don't know where to look. Even people who know they qualify often don't know how to find credible operators with a real track record and real deals. And that's a real problem, and it's why who you invest with matters as much as what you invest in. A professional real estate fund finds a large apartment community, maybe 100 units, maybe 200. They put together the deal, they secure the financing, and they open it up to a group of investors. You invest a set amount. We'll talk about what that looks like in a minute. You become a limited partner. That means you own a real percentage of the deal. But here's the part people love. You have zero operational responsibility. You don't manage tenants, you don't fix things, you don't make decisions about the property. You just own a slice of a professionally managed income producing asset. The operator runs everything. They collect the rents, they handle the maintenance, they execute the business plan, and every single month they send distributions to all of the investors based on their ownership percentage. That monthly distribution is your passive income. You put money in, the operator does the work, the cash flows back to you. That simple. And on top of the monthly income, you also participate in the equity upside when the property is eventually sold. So you're getting paid during the hold period and you're getting paid a payout at the end. That's the whole thing. That's what the wealthy have been doing for decades. Now here's the first question I generally get when I'm explaining this to someone. How much do I actually need to get started? Most private multifamily deals have minimum investments in the range of $50,000 to $100,000. Some go as low as $25,000, some have higher minimums like $200,000, $250,000, some institutional deals. So the real entry point is not $1 million. It's not even close to what most people assume. It's a level of capital that a lot of disciplined earners and savers have already reached or are very close to reaching that amount. What you need are three things. Capital, ideally $100,000 or more that you're comfortable putting to work for 3 to 5 years in an illiquid investment. Accredited investor status, the income or net worth thresholds I just described. And if you're not sure you qualify, most people who are watching this video probably do. And the right operator, someone with a real track record, real deals, and real transparency. That's the entry point. It's actually really simple and straightforward. Now let me show you what this actually produces. 3 scenarios, round numbers, all using a conservative 4% annual cash on cash return, which is a realistic target for a well-structured multifamily deal. $100,000 invested, a 4% cash on cash return, that's $4,000 a year or $333 a month in passive income, plus the equity upside at exit. On a $200,000 invested in 4% cash on cash return, that's $8,000 per year or $667 a month in passive income, plus the equity upside at exit. And on $300,000 invested at a 4% cash on cash return, that's $12,000 per year, $1,000 a month in passive income, plus your equity upside at exit. Now here's what makes the difference from a savings account or an index fund. That income is real. It's not a number on a screen that goes up and down. It's cash deposited into your bank account every single month. And in a properly structured multifamily deal, the tax treatment on that income is exceptional. Real estate depreciation can offset a significant, if not the entire portion of what you're receiving, meaning you might collect $1,750 a month and pay little to no tax on it. Try getting that from a savings account. And at the end of the hold period, typically 3 to 5 years, you're gonna also get your share of the equity gain when the property sells. So the monthly income is just one part of the picture. This is the full picture that wealthy see when they invest. Monthly cash flow during the hold, equity upside at the end, tax efficiency throughout, all 3 at once. There are a lot of ways to invest in private real estate. You can do office, retail, industrial, self-storage, single family. I focus on multifamily, and here's why. People always need a place to live. It doesn't matter what happens with the economy. It doesn't matter what the stock market does. It doesn't matter if we're in a recession or a boom. People need housing, and that demand never disappears. That's not true for office buildings, which saw vacancy rates explode after remote work took hold during COVID. It's not true for retail, which has been under structural pressure for decades. Multifamily has a demand floor that no other asset class can match. The cash flow is real and it's recurring. Rent comes in every single month, not quarterly, not annually, every single month. And that creates a consistent income stream that is far more predictable than dividends from a stock or distributions from other investment types. The tax advantages are unmatched. Depreciation, cost segregation, 1031 exchanges. The tax code was built for real estate in a way it was not built for stocks or bond, and it scales. And a 100-unit apartment building is one roof, one management team, one set of systems producing income from 100 separate tenants. That efficiency is why professional operators can manage at scale in a way that no individual landlord with a few single-family homes ever could. And that combination, demand, cash flow, tax efficiency, and scalability is why multifamily is the vehicle I've built my entire career around, and why it's the vehicle I trust with my own money and my investors' money every single day. If you're gonna walk away with anything from this video, this is it. The gap between how you've been investing and how the wealthy invests is not as wide as you think. You don't need to be a billionaire. You don't need connections on Wall Street. You don't need to start over or learn a complete new skill set. You need capital, you need to qualify as an accredited investor, and you need to find the right operators to trust with your investment. That's it. The strategy that family offices and high net worth investors have been using for decades is available to you right now. So if this opens something up for you and you're realizing that this is actually available to you, the next step is in the description below. I also linked a video below that goes deeper into exactly how multifamily investing works and what it actually looks like to get started as a passive investor. It's the clearest explanation I've ever put together. Go watch it now. I think it'll be the most useful 15 minutes you spend on this topic. I'll see you there.